Are you ready for candid, unbiased reviews, real-world test drives? Yeah, that means there's no test track here. And more? Are you ready for one of the fastest-growing YouTube channels in the nation? Then hey, buckle up, because we think you're ready for To the Red Line.
Hey everybody. Well, today I wanted to show you a vehicle that brings a lot of memories back for me. This is a used car we just got in, a 2002 Honda Odyssey EX minivan. Now, this generation Odyssey came out in 1999, and 2002 is the first year that Honda pretty much updated it with the 5-speed auto, the rear disc brakes, 240 horsepower. The old one had 210. Now, this Odyssey pretty much became an instant hot seller for Honda when it came out in 99. I remember my parents were actually thinking about buying one when I was a kid, and these things were selling like $2,000 to $3,000 over sticker price. There was a waiting list to get one of these, and they were the best minivan on the market at the time. It's just amazing to see how these things have aged and whatnot. I mean, you still see so many of them on the road. They still run really well. They're still great vans, comfortable. This one has 140,000 miles on it. The rims have the traditional corrosion on them, typical. I mean, these vans are not well kept usually. They're usually abused, but this one's in actually pretty good shape for its age and its mileage. A lot of the parts in here remind me of my '01 Accord, so it's nice to drive this thing. I mean, the powertrain, 5-speed auto, J30 V6, pretty much is the same as my Accord, except for mine had a 4-speed auto and the 3-liter 6. But anyways, I love the way this van drives. It's very sporty to drive, especially for a van. The new one definitely feels a lot bigger, and it's not as sporty. Anyways, it's really hot out here, but you can see the gauges here just look just like my 6-stranded Accord, except for the font's different. It's got the old school Honda starter, but literally those gauges, the climate control knobs, the clock just comes right out of my Accord. But it's interesting because this dashboard materials, all of it looks soft touch. Let me turn their stereo off. All of it looks soft touch, but it's actually not. Everything in here, surprisingly, is hard plastic. But it's a really nice graining. This is the traditional old Honda graining. My Accord had the same dashboard materials, except the Accord was soft touch. Even the door panels are hard plastic. And then this is quite similar to all the other old Hondas. The window is automatic down for the driver, but not autumn up. And then there's the vents for the back windows, which they don't roll down or anything. That was a Mazda thing at the time. You still get the power sliding doors with the EX model, which I'm not sure it is working properly right now. There we go. There we go. Now it's working. I guess it was just stuck since nobody's used it. But this tray table here folds down. That's very old. That thing was introduced in the CR-V at first. But I mean, the steering wheel, one thing I can't stand about some used cars is how the steering wheel gets like this. I mean, that's just really nasty. I don't know, like my old Camry, my 96 Camry had this many miles on it, and it didn't get this nasty, but I'm just guessing people with dirty hands or something just kept touching it. But this one does have a 5-speed auto. It looks like a 4-speed just because it says the D3 instead of like D4 or anything, but it's actually a 5-speed auto. Just a very plebeian sound system in here. Nothing too special. Well, let's show you guys under the hood. And it's a really pretty clean engine bay. There's Honda's 3.5-liter V6. Makes 240 horsepower, which is surprisingly just 8 horsepower down from the new one. As you can see, the rims have a little bit of corrosion on them, but not too bad. This car cleaned up pretty well. Now the Odyssey, if you remember, was actually one of the first minivans to have the fold into the floor back seats, and of course they've been steadily improving it. Now it's the 60/40 split fold, and you don't have to take off the headrest. But I mean, it's easy to see why this van sold really well during its time. But I mean, now you can get them pretty cheap. No power liftgate or anything, so you're missing all the luxury features that the new Odyssey gives you. guys, let's take you guys on a little quick drive. It's been so long since I've driven one of these vans, so it was a nice little surprise to drive this thing. I mean, it doesn't feel like it has 141,000 miles on it. It's amazing. Thank God, and the AC still blows ice cold. This is a really nice used family vehicle. Still rides really well. It's really quiet. The Odyssey was also one of the first vans that had an independent rear suspension. Actually, today it might be one of the only ones still. Not a lot of, most vans have a twist beam axle in the back. It's surprising. You can see this thing still gets out of its own way really easily. But anyways guys, I thought I would show you guys this little nice used Odyssey on our lot. Really well taken care of used minivan, especially for a minivan. These things are abused. But anyways guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Yeah, here's some legal stuff for you. The views and opinions expressed in the following video may not necessarily reflect those of the title-holding automotive dealer or the entity they represent. All videos are filmed with permission by a professional driver on a set course with the collaboration and assistance of local law enforcement authorities. Do not attempt. Logos and brandings of vehicle manufacturers, dealerships, and online social media sites are the sole property of their respective representation used with permission. The To The Redline logo, soundtrack, and web resources, as well as all other associated media, are copyrighted intellectual property of To The Redline LLC. All rights reserved.